Why it is required? I'll tell you. Check if okay, let me check if I'm audible. So what I was telling about what? Differentiation. Okay, let me check if I'm audible. So what I was telling about what? Differentiation. All right, it's fine. Okay, let us get started. I told you in basic maths we did basic calculation and then we did some simplification, then where we learned how to find square of any number, square root of any number, cube root, all these things we learned. Those who have missed the previous classes, watch it on YouTube, it's available. And then we learned differentiation, and after that we started with trigonometry basics. In trigonometry we have completed most of it and we have to do only one thing, that is factorization and defactorization formula, which we will do it later. Okay, one page is sufficient for that. Now we will come back to differentiation. Actually we have to do the topic of quadratic equation today, but we will come back to differentiation. I want to tell you one very important topic, that is double differentiation. It is important to know. Okay, are you able to focus? Are you able to understand? Now see here, why double differentiation is important. So differentiation only let us discuss now. Okay, suppose they give some function of velocity, in terms of time. They'll give it like this. Suppose v is equal to, or let them give like distance. They'll give distance is equal to, it is given by 2t square minus 3t. This is what is given. Okay, this is what distance is given. Okay, this is the equation of what? Distance in terms of time they have given. Now they'll ask you velocity and then they'll ask you acceleration. They'll ask you what? Velocity, and then they'll ask you acceleration. Okay, so they'll ask you velocity and then they'll ask acceleration. That time what we have to do? So from distance, if you want to get velocity, what we have to do is you have to differentiate one time. Okay, so if I differentiate this, so differentiation of this is of which formula we are using? D by dx of x to the power of n. D by dx of x to the power of n, this formula we are applying. This is nothing but equal to what? N times x to the power of n minus 1. N times x to the power of n minus 1. So suppose we are having x square, what will this become? 2x. If you are having x cube, this will become 3 will come down, this will become 3x square. Okay, if you are having x to the power of 9, 9 will come down, it will become x to the power of 8. 9 will come down, x to the power of 8. Okay, 9 will come down. In the top what will happen? One number will become reduced. If you are having x to the power of minus 7, you will get minus 7. X to the power of minus 7 minus 1 is what? Minus 7 x to the power of minus 8, because already minus is there. Okay, this is what we will get. So same thing, same formula we have to apply here. So this will become what? 4, 2 into 2 is what? 4. Let me write the steps for you. So this will be what 2 into what 2 to the t to the power of 1 minus differentiation of x is what 1. So similarly differentiation of t is also 1. So what we will be having, v is equal to 2 2s are 4, 4t minus 3. This is what velocity. What is the unit of velocity? You will write it as meter per second, something like this. Okay, velocity, you got it. Now if they ask you acceleration, acceleration means what? See, first of all, velocity is what? Change in distance over time. Change in distance, initial distance or final distance minus initial distance over time. What is acceleration? Change in velocity over time. Change in velocity over time means what we should do. So see here, this is not just v. You will do what? If you write this as s. Suppose we take distance, will usually in physics we denote it by what? S. Correct? No? S is equal to ut plus half a t square. S. So if I do ds by dt, this is what I am getting. This is s. So velocity, if I want, I should do what? ds by dt. That means I should differentiate this s with respect to t. I should differentiate this s with respect to t. So v I will get it as what? This is velocity. Now if I want acceleration, I should differentiate this again. That means that I need what? Double differentiation. Double differentiation, it is nothing but d square s by dt square. Okay, that is nothing but what? That is nothing but equal to acceleration. So double differentiation means you will not differentiate. What is this? Whatever you differentiate, you will not take it square. That is wrong. ds by dt whole square is not same as d square s by dt square. That you remember. Okay, now I should differentiate this again. So what we will get? Differentiation of 4t is what? 4. Differentiation of constant is 0. Differentiation of constant is 0. What is the acceleration we got? 4 meter per second square. Meter per second square. Like this you will be able to do. Like this you will be able to do. Understood this one? Like this you will be able to do. Got it? Okay. This is how you will apply double differentiation. Now for some questions I will give some questions. Okay. For which you have to do double differentiation. Clear with this? Understood? Write down this example for your reference. So write down the topic double differentiation. Under this you write down this. Suppose here if they ask me, listen all of you, here if they ask me absolute value of velocity, I have got it in terms of 4t minus 3, I want actual value. That time what they will give, find the velocity when time is equal to 2 seconds. When time is equal to 2 seconds, that time what you should do, wherever t is there, put 2 seconds. So velocity at time is equal to 2 seconds means I will do what? 4 into 2 minus 3. Why 2? Because time is what? 2 seconds. So this will become what? 4 to the 8, 8 minus 3. This will become what? 5. Clear? So wherever t is there, put the value of t. That's all, very simple. Suppose here also you are getting in terms of t or something. Here also you should put what? T. But t is eliminated here, so no problem. So 4 will only be the acceleration. Got it? Like this they will give the question. You have to remember. So that means what? You have to differentiate 2 times. Okay, you have to differentiate 2 times. Okay, sometimes if they give acceleration and if they ask the distance, what you should do? You should do the reverse. That is nothing but what? You have to integrate. You have to do what? You have to integrate. Okay. Written this one, all of you, write down. Okay, let us go for the next thing. So written, write down. So next thing, let us take one more question. Okay. Okay, there is a person here who is on a cycle. Okay, you will start coming down. Okay, you will start coming down without pedaling. Since it is down, you will come without pedaling. No pedaling. Okay, So here the time is what? 0. Okay, here the distance is there, here the distance is here like this. Okay, distance is going on. Okay, now there is some height here, there is some height here. Okay, now they'll ask you, okay, distance is given as a function or height is given as a function of distance. This height is given as a function of distance. So let us take like something like h is equal to 10 times d to the power of 4 minus what we can take minus 5 times d square, minus 5 times d square. This is h is what? Height. Height is given as a function of distance. Height is given as a function of distance. Okay, now the question that they will ask is, what is the value of d for which velocity is maximum, for which velocity is maximum. Okay, take down the question, try this once, how you will do, try this once, for which velocity is maximum. Here it is starting distance, here it is 0, here distance is 0. So what should be the value of d for velocity to be maximum? At time 0 velocity is 0 only. Okay, and it will start coming down without pedaling. Understood? Getting it? Leda, it's okay, we will do. So ipudu see here, the person is cycling and is coming down without pedaling. Velocity will be maximum at this point. And he will go down like this fast. Velocity will be maximum at this point. Suppose you are pedaling, you can accelerate here also, and then if you stop pedaling here, it will become less, something like that. So without pedaling I am talking about. If he is coming down, velocity will become maximum here. He will gain maximum velocity here. So this will be Vmax. Okay, this will be Vmax. Velocity will be maximum when height is what? Tell me what you told. When height is what? Velocity will be maximum when height is 0. Here at this point velocity is 0. Once he keeps coming down, okay, velocity will be becoming more, but here height will be keep coming down. At this point he was there, now he is coming down. At this point h is equal to what? 0. There is no height at all. At height is equal to 0, velocity will become maximum. Understood or not? Because at this point velocity is maximum, not at this point. So at this point, what is height? There is no height at all. It is same as a plane surface. There is no height means, so if you want velocity maximum, height should be 0 or it should be minimum. Minimum height. Okay, so if you want, Ardhamainda Dikshita, so velocity maximum means height should be minimum. Or it should be almost equal to 0. So for that what we will do, we will take h as a function. We will differentiate this. Okay, so h is equal to what we will get? 10 d4 minus 5 d square. Okay, so what we have to do is, you have to differentiate this once. What we want? At V max, what is the distance they are telling? What is the distance covered by this person? Covered by this person, like this. Okay, covered by this person they are asking. What is the value of D they are asking? So here, see here, differentiate once. I'll write it as what? H dash. H dash means this is nothing but dh by differentiating with respect to D only. So you will write it as what? 4 into 10 is what? 40 D cube minus what is this? 10 D you will have. 40 D cube minus 10 D you will be having. Now what I can take common here? 10 D I can take common. 10 D if I take common, this would become what? 4D square minus 1. 4D square minus 1. So when you are finding maximum and minimum, okay, when you are finding maximum and minimum, which I will discuss now, the topic I will discuss now. Before discussing the topic, I have given the question. Okay, what we have to do is, whenever you differentiate first, the first order derivative or h dash dy by dx, you should always equate to 0. Then only you will get the value of d. The value of d which you will get, that is called as critical points, that you don't have to know. Okay, you will get the value of d. Then you have to find out whether it is maxima or minima. But definitely here we have to find what? Minimum. But we have to show it is minimum. But we don't have to show because we want only the value of d. We want only the value of d. Okay, we want only the value of d. By general common sense, it is understood x should be minimum. So you don't have to prove it is minimum and find out. Okay, now only single differentiation is enough. So what I will do, this I will equate to 0. Single differentiation I will equate to 0. Now 10d is equal to 0. 10d will become equal to 0. D will be equal to 0. This is not possible. See, d has moved some distance here. D is equal to 0 is not the option I can take. Okay, now we are having what? 4d square is equal to 4d square minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies what it is? D square is equal to 1 by 4. D square is equal to 1 by 4. I want d. D means plus or minus square root of 1 by 4. So that is nothing but equal to what? Plus or minus 1 by 2. Okay, plus or minus 1 by 2. I will go with plus option because distance cannot be negative. Here distance cannot be negative. So d will be equal to what? 1 by 2. So distance will be equal to what? 1 by 2. At the distance 1 by 2 meters, at the distance of 1 by 2 meters, velocity will become maximum. Velocity will become maximum. Understood? Understood? Got it? So first what we have to do, whatever the function of h is given, take it. Differentiate it one time. Make it equal to 0. Take it common. Take whatever you can take common, you take it. Okay. So you will get what? D is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. So we got the value of D as what? 1 by 2. Copy this question. I will explain this topic now. So the topic that we are going to learn is maximum and minimum. So what is the value of D? That is 1 by 2. And velocity will become maximum here always. This concept you have to know. Suppose the person is pedaling. Listen, suppose the person is pedaling and is pedaling with uniform speed. Then also here only velocity will become maximum. Okay, but if he holds brakes, here it will not be maximum. Okay, if he is pedaling with uniform speed, here only it will be maximum. Or if he without pedaling also, here only it will be maximum. On reaching the flat surface, it will become maximum and it will go fast. Done? Okay, next. Find what? Minimum. Okay. What do you explain? Okay. Next. Maxima and minima. So if there is maximum acceleration, minimum acceleration, okay, minimum distance, maximum distance, anything. They will give a function of distance and they'll ask maximum distance or minimum distance. They'll give function of velocity and they'll ask maximum distance and minimum distance. They'll give function of acceleration, or even if they don't give, you have to think that what they have given is function of acceleration. That by understanding the question you have to decipher or decode it. Okay, then you have to find what maximum and minimum. Okay, based on what they have asked in the question, how to find maximum and minimum. So for this, f of x, some function is given. Okay, or let me take y. Let me take y only. Y is given to be something. Okay, or we will take y, f of x is equal to y is given as some function. Okay, let us take the function as x cube minus x square, like this. X cube minus x square, we will take it like this. First, what we have to do? First, you have to differentiate once. You have to differentiate once. What you differentiate once, what the value you get, you have to equal to 0. You have to make it equate to 0. Got it? You have to equate it to 0. So this will become what? F dash of x, or it is also called as what? Dy by dx. Dy by dx is what? 3x square minus 2x. Okay, 3x square minus 2x, or I can better I will take it like this. Okay, 3x square x cube minus x, let us take it. Okay, this will become what? 3x square minus, this will be 1. Derivative of x is 1. We are having like this. Okay, now what we will do is, we will equate this to 0. We will equate this to 0. What we will have? 3x square minus 1 is equal to 0. X square will be equal to what? 1 by 3. So x will be equal to what? Plus or minus 3. Plus or minus 1 by root 3. Plus or minus 1 by root 3. Now we got the values of x, that is plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3. Okay, so these points are called as critical points. This you have to use in the question. Now let us differentiate this again, second time, because we got only the value of x. We don't know whether it is maximum value or minimum value. So to find out the maximum value or minimum value, we have to differentiate 2 times. So let us differentiate this again. Let us differentiate this again. So this is called f double dash of x, or it is also called as what? D square y by dx square. So what will this become? This will become 6x. Minus 1 means it is constant, so we can leave it. Okay, we can leave it. Now d square y by dx square, we got 6x. We don't know whether it is positive or negative. So what we will do? We will put the 2 values of x. Okay, d square y by dx square, if I put x is equal to 1 by root 3, what is the value I will get? Let us see. Okay, what I got? D square y by dx square. D square y by dx square, I got it as what? 6x. X, let me put it as x, let me take it as 1 by root 3. Next I will take what? D square y by dx square, I got it as 6x. I will put x is equal to what? Minus 1 by root 3. Minus 1 by root 3. Now see here, 6x, if I put 1 by root 3, this will become what? 6 by root 3. Okay, d square y by dx square, I got it. Okay, so d square y by dx square is what? 6 by root 3. Here it will become what? D square y by dx square is equal to what? It is nothing but equal to minus 6 by root 3. This is what we got. Okay, so we got maxima and minima. So what you will think? This is maximum and this is minimum. No. Okay, it is reverse. It is reverse. So 6 by root 3 is definitely positive value. Is definitely positive value. That means it is greater than 0. What about this one? This is definitely negative value. This is less than 0. So whenever you are getting positive value, you have to write reverse. So this function here, this is what? Minima. This is minima. At which point? At x is equal to? At x is equal to 1 by root 3. This is the minimum value at x is equal to 1 by root 3. If it is less than 0, this is maxima. This is maxima value. At which point? This is maxima value. Okay, at x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. When I took x is equal to minus 1 by root 3, I got negative. At this point, we have what? Maxima value. Okay, see, f of x is there. F dash of x you will find out. F dash of x means what? First order derivative. Using f dash of x, you will make it equate to 0. You will get the points for x, 2 points or 1 point, whatever. Okay, so if you get 1 point, that means there is only maxima or minima. Here we have both maxima and minima. Okay, next what we will do? You will do f double dash of x. That means you will differentiate 2 times. After that, you will put the value for x. Okay, if you are getting f double dash of x is greater than 0, it is minima. Is less than 0, it is maxima. Now if they can ask what is the minima value, what is the minimum value of this function if they ask, so what you will put, x is equal to what you will put, 1 by root 3 in the original function. In the original function you will put what, 1 by root 3. So if I put minima 1 by root 3, what I will get, see here, f of 1 by root 3 is nothing but equal to what, 1 by root 3 whole cube. 1 by root 3 whole cube is what, root 3 into root 3 is 3. Again root 3 means 3 root 3. 1 by 3 root 3 minus what is this I have, 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 I have. I can take 1 by root 3 common. Okay, 1 by root 3 if I take common, I will have what, 1 by root 3 into 1 by 3 minus 1. Here the LCM is what, 3. So 1 minus 3, that is what, minus 2 by 3. So minus, I will get what, minus 2 by 3 root 3 I will have, minus 2 by 3 root 3. So see here, minimum value I got negative here. Here it is positive, minimum value will always be having negative. In the actual minimum value is what, negative. See, minima will be whenever it is greater than 0, we take it as minima. We take it as minima. But actual minimum value what we got, negative. Okay. Now see here you are getting negative, but actual minimum value will get it as, maximum value will get it as positive. Now if you see, this is what, minus 1 by root 3. Okay, this is minus 1 by root 3. So what we will do? So f of minus 1 by root 3. See, minus 1 by root 3 whole cube. That will become what? Cube means it will become minus. So you will get what? Minus 1 by 3 root 3. What is this? Minus. So this is what? Minus 1 by 3 root 3. Minus into minus it will become plus 1 by root 3 I will have. What I can take? 1 by root 3 I can take common. 1 by root 3 I can take common. I will write it here. So this will become what? 1 by root 3 if I take it common. Here I will be having what? I will be having minus 1 by 3 plus 1. So this will become what? 3 minus 1, 2 by 3. So I will have what? 2 by root 3. This is what? Maximum value. This is what? Maximum value. See, basically they don't ask what is the maximum value or minimum value. Just for your reference I am telling you. So what we have to do? The function is given. First find what? Differentiation of this. First find first order derivative. What to do? Equate to 0. You will get the values of x. You will get the values of x. Then you differentiate second time. You differentiate second time. Okay. You differentiate second time. Thank you, Jyoti. You differentiate second time. What you will do after differentiating second time? What you will do? You will get the function like this. After differentiating second time, put the values of x you got. Put the values of x you got. Two values of x you put it. Okay. If it is getting second order derivative after putting the value of x, if you are getting greater than 0, what you should do? If you are getting greater than 0, it is minima. Minima or what? It is greater than 0 means minima. Reverse. If it is less than 0, it is maxima. That's all. Okay, clear? Okay, let me put it out in a form of a chart. See what you will do. F of x is given. So you will find f dash of x. F dash of x means double order, single order derivative. Then you will equate to 0. You will get the value of x. Okay, you will get the values of x. Then you will find out f double dash of x. Okay. Then you will find out f double dash of x. Okay. If it is greater than 0, it is minima. Okay. If it is less than 0, it is maxima. Okay. If it is less than 0, it is maxima. If it is equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, what you will do? Neither minima, neither maxima. If it is equal to 0, what you will do? Equal to 0, neither. See, listen carefully. Any function, they can have three things. One thing is what? It can have both maxima and both minima. Another thing, it can have only maxima, no minima. It can have only minima, no maxima. And it can also have none of this. It can also have none of this. Okay, clear? So it can have, see, maxima and minima. It can have both. It can have one of this, not other. It can have none of this. So all four possibilities are possible. But in the previous question, both are there. Both are there. Okay, depending on the question, you have to solve. Understood? So first write down this, then write down the previous question. Write down, make a note of this. First, what you will do for the given function? Just do differentiation, make it equal to 0, find out the value of x. Find out the value of x. Then after that, what you will do? Double differentiation you will do, put that value of x. If it is greater than 0, it is minima, less than 0, it is maxima. Okay. But if they ask you what is the maximum value, if they ask you what is the maximum value, if they ask you, put that value of x. Put that value of x where you are getting maxima. put that value of x where you are getting minima in the original function. Original function means what? Not the function which you differentiated, not the function which you got after differentiation. The question, in the question what the function is there you have to put. Okay, there you have to put the value of x. Okay, suppose for x is equal to a, you are getting minima. For x is equal to minus a, you are getting maxima. So maximum value will be equal to what? F of minus a. Minimum value will be equal to what? F of a. Because for a only you are getting what? For a only you are getting minima. So minimum value will be for f of a. For minus a you are getting maxima. F of minus a you will get the maximum value. Clear? This is important, especially in laws of motion and all. This will be useful. Also in rectilinear motion, okay, projectile motion, this will be useful. Written this one, all of you written this one, please write down this. Written? All of you written? Written all of you? Okay. Next one. Next one, see here. It's not related to differentiation, but still some basics of graphs you should know. If we talk about graphs, see here. Suppose there is a body here, this is a ball here, okay, and this is the surface, up down surface, okay, this is a ball here, okay. Now here time t is equal to 0. Okay, let this position be 2. Okay, let this position be 2. Okay, position be 2. Now I'll plot the graph of time versus position. I'll plot the graph of time versus position. The graph will be like this: time versus position. Time is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Position is 1, 2, 3 like this. Okay, position is just like this. Okay. This is one graph, another graph. Next. Okay. Okay, these are the graphs. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is C. Okay, so it will come down here like this. Now look at this. Here x-axis is showing time, y-axis is showing position. Out of the three graphs, which of the following graph is not correct? Think correctly. Which of the following graph is not correct? First, tell me which of the following graph will not represent the figure which you have drawn. Even if you are wrong, it's totally fine. You have to answer. Just tell. Third. Okay. What about others? C. Okay. Same. Why? Why? It is not looking good. So, since I wrote last, so then why? Why? You told third, that is okay. Then why? Huh? Wonderful, that is correct. So, see, at t is equal to 0, position is 2, but here position is 0 only. So, this is t is equal to 0, position is 0, but in our figure, this is absolutely wrong. At t is equal to 0, position I am telling 2, but here position is what? 0. So, this is completely wrong graph. This is completely wrong graph. But here at t is equal to 0, you take here at t is equal to 0, we are having what? At t is equal to 0, we are having position is 2, fine. At t is equal to 0, we are having position is 2. So, these two graphs are fine. Now, out of this, tell me, suppose I am telling there is a friction. I should go with which graph? I will say that there is a friction. I should go with which graph? B. B, because see, friction is there, means definitely it can't keep going on. At one point it has to come to rest. See here, it has come to rest here. Very good what you told. So, it has come to rest here. So, see here, from position 2 it is going again, it is going coming up and it is coming down, again it is coming back to 0. So, this is the graph with friction. With friction. What about this? This is a graph without friction. Without friction means it will go on like this, it will keep going on like this. But with friction means it will go, then it will come down till here, then till here, here. At some point it has to come to rest. But without friction it will go on like this. That's why here 2, it will go on, it will keep on going on. Okay, it will keep on going on. So this is what? Without friction. Understood? This is without friction. So this is how you have to analyze the graph. Okay, by looking at the graph you should not get scared. Simple graph is given means it is an easy question. Understand this thing first. Okay, so t is equal to 0, p is equal to 2, but here t is equal to 0, time is equal to 0, position is given what? Position is also 0 only. Okay, starting point t is equal to 0, position is also 0. So then this is a wrong graph. So once you identify some wrong graphs, it is easier to solve the question. Okay, that's why conceptually you should be sound. For that you have to look at the figure carefully. I told you t is equal to 0, position is equal to 2, so you should eliminate this. So this is coming to rest. Whenever friction is there, definitely we have to come back to rest. But friction is not there, it will go on. Okay, so that is why this is a graph without friction, that is with friction. Clear with this? If you want, you can make a note, otherwise you can leave it. Do make a note. Written? Write down, write down. Written? Okay. Open the? Okay. Next we'll study some graphs. Okay. So when it comes to graphs, you must be seeing lot of the times that there is directly proportional, linearly increasing, all these things. So directly proportional means it will always be a straight line like this. It will always be a straight line like this, directly proportional. Okay. Linear increase. Okay, directly proportional, linearly increasing, or I can say directly proportional. This is one thing, directly proportional. Now if they give linear decrease, if something is increasing, another value has to decrease. Linear decrease will be like this. So this is what? Linear decrease. or I can say what, this is not directly proportional, not directly proportional. For example, if speed is increasing, time is decreasing, or if time is increasing, speed will decrease. So this is the graph you will get, not directly proportional. Next is exponential increase. Okay, next what we see is exponential increase. Exponential increase, before that we learn logarithm graph. Okay, logarithmic graph, how it will be means, suppose a straight line is passing like this. Okay, a straight line is passing like this. This is given by y is equal to x. Okay, the graph which we have here, this we call it as what, log x to the base e. Log x to the base e, this is, we call it as what, log x to the base e. Log x to the base e, this is logarithmic graph. For the same thing, if you are having graph like this, which is going up like this, we call this as what, e to the power of x. This is nothing but what, exponential increase, which is nothing but what, exponential increase. Okay, for a small change in x, there is exponential increase in y. Okay, this is called exponential increase. Okay, so suppose you see some graph like this, I'll write here. Okay, see something like this. Okay, there is increase but not linear increase. Okay, you cannot say exponential increase also. Okay, exponential increase means so much high it has to go. Okay, make a note of this, make a note of these graphs. You have to interpret the graphs, that's why. So logarithmic graph will come like this, it will come like this. This y is equal to x, it is called a straight line. Okay, it is called a straight line. We actually call it as what, we give it by the line, we give it by the name y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, since it is a straight line at passing through origin, that constant c will become equal to 0, and m is what, slope of that. Slope of that is, it is given by angle theta. Here theta will be 45 degree, that m is equal to tan theta, and m tan 45 is what, 1. So that's why we will write it as what, y is equal to mx plus c. Here m is equal to 1, c is equal to 0. That we will make a note of it. Next thing, written. Okay, done. Okay. Now equation of straight line, if it is given by y is equal to mx plus c, here m is nothing but what, slope. M is what, slope. Okay, this is also denoted by m is equal to, also we can write it as what, dy by dx. This is also equal to tan theta, tan of theta. Okay, suppose I write it here like this. Okay, this is how much it is, angle is this making with the, suppose we are having a line like this, the line is going like this. If I want to find the slope, it has to make the angle with positive direction. You should take the angle like this, not like this. Okay, it should always take positive direction of x axis. Okay, now see here. Now see here, this is making positive direction of x axis theta. Okay, so this is straight line, right? So we will take this as straight line. If this is theta is making 45 degree, okay, and this line is passing through origin. Origin means 0 comma 0. 0 comma, if the line is passing through origin, c will always be equal to 0. This c will become equal to what, 0. And what about the slope? Slope will be what, m is equal to tan 45. That is nothing but equal to what, m is equal to 1. So this will become what, y is equal to mx plus c will become equal to what, y is equal to x. Okay, y is equal to x. This one you have to keep in mind. Another thing is, suppose you are having parallel lines, two parallel lines like this. Okay, or anyway, okay, parallel lines. Okay, parallel lines is given. Suppose this line is having the slope m1, this line is having the slope m2. Okay, then parallel lines means slopes will be equal. m1 will be equal to m2. Slopes will be equal. Why it is equal, that you don't have to know the proof. Okay, parallel lines means slopes will be equal. m1 will be equal to m2. Okay, this is one thing. What about perpendicular lines? Okay, perpendicular lines if you are having. Perpendicular lines means, suppose you are having like this. Perpendicular lines. Slope of this line is m1, slope of this line is m2. Okay, here what will happen is m1 will be equal to what? Reciprocal of m2. Reciprocal of m2 along with a negative sign. Along with a negative sign, you can remember like this. Here m1 will be equal to m2, here m1 will be equal to minus 1 by m2, or you can also write it as m1 m2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. You can remember this or this. m1 m2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. Okay, this you have to know. This you have to know. This is also useful for you. This you have to know. Got it? Got it? This simple way you have to remember. No need to by heart so many formulas and all. This simple way you have to know. If it is perpendicular lines, things should strike to your mind. Slope is what? m1 m2 will be equal to minus 1. If I find the slope of one line, I will be able to get the slope of other line. Suppose slope I am getting 3. If it is perpendicular, another line slope will be equal to what? 1 by 3 along with minus 1 by 3. If it is parallel line, slope I am getting 2. Another line slope will also be equal to 2. That's it. Okay, clear? Okay, write down this. Finding it difficult, anything here? Just you have to remember, if they give parallel lines, if in any question you are finding parallel lines after drawing the figure, you can use this concept. Perpendicular lines, you can use this concept. Also, suppose, listen, there are 2 points given. 2 points A and B is given, you think. Okay, 2 points A and B is given. This one is x1, y1. This one is x2, y2. Okay, now you want to find the slope. Okay, here I told you how to find the slope, that is m is equal to tan 45, or you can also use m is equal to dy by dx. But now here, if they give only 2 points, how to find the slopes? Slope is given by, always take the y coordinates in the numerator. It is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That's all is the slope. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If they give 2 points, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If they give 2 points, a, b they give, they will not give the distance, they will give only the coordinates of a, coordinates of b. That time slope is nothing but equal to what? How much it is tilted from the positive direction of x-axis, how much it is tilted. That is the slope. Correct? No. How much is the angle of rotation? That itself is the slope. Suppose this is x-axis, how much it is tilted from x-axis? That itself is the slope. That itself is the slope. There if you want to find out, what you will do, m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That's all you have to do. Suppose if you are having a is equal to 1 comma 2 and b is equal to, you are having 3 comma 4. If I want slope, what I will do, 4 minus 2 by 3 minus 1. Slope will be equal to what? 1. 4 minus 2 y coordinate by 3 minus 1. So 2 by 2, the slope will be equal to 1. That's all. So this is how easily you can find out the slope. Make a note of it. You have to understand, just don't simply write down. If you have doubt, you have to definitely ask me, okay? Or if you are getting doubt later, come to back to me and ask me. Okay, written. Next we will discuss is quadratic equation. I will just do the basics. In the next class we will continue quadratic equation only. So quadratic equation, or I will try to complete it now because we have to do the graph also of quadratic equation. But how to solve the quadratic equation we will do it in the next class. Quadratic equation. An equation, okay, what do you mean by an equation? When we make a polynomial equal to 0, that we call it as an equation. A polynomial, we don't make it equal to 0, it will remain a polynomial, or if you make it equal to f of x, it will become an expression. Okay, so ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the standard form of a quadratic equation, where a should not become equal to 0. If a 0 if a becomes equal to 0, this x square term will not be there, then it will not become a quadratic equation, it will become a linear equation. It will become a linear equation. A should not become equal to 0. That is the reason we write a should not be equal to 0. Here, okay, suppose alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. Suppose alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. Okay, there is some concept which you would have studied in class 10, that is sum of the alpha and beta are the roots. If I talk about, they are also called as zeros, because if you put those values, if I put alpha value here, it will become equal to 0. If I put beta value here, it will become equal to 0. The roots are also called as zeros. So sum of the zeros, or I can also write it as what? Sum of the roots. Let me use the word 0. Sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta. Okay, alpha plus beta will be equal to what? Minus b by a. Will be equal to what? Minus b by a. Product of the roots or product of zeros? Product of zeros. Product of zeros means what? Alpha into beta. Alpha into beta will be equal to what? C by a. See here, a will be constant. B by a, sum of the zeros, minus. Next is what? Product of the zero is C by a with plus. That's all. Okay, that's all you have to remember. Product of the zeros, sum of the zeros, you have to remember. Okay, product of the zeros, sum of the zeros, this is what you have to remember. Apart from that, very important, solving. While solving, okay, there are two ways which you know. One is by splitting the middle term or by factorization. Another one is by formula method. Okay, so every question you can apply formula method, but we use splitting the middle term basically so that it is easy for us to solve, because it is time consuming. But certain questions are there which you cannot apply splitting the middle term. That time you have to apply formula method only. So formula method is what we will apply. What is it? X is equal to, we will apply minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here, okay, b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here inside what is there? B square minus 4ac is called as d, that is discriminant. That is what? Discriminant. This is called as what? Discriminant. Okay, this is called as what? Discriminant. Clear? This is called as discriminant. Okay, so you are studied in class 10. If d is greater than 0, what will happen? If d is equal to 0, what will happen? If d is less than 0, what will happen? All these things we have to discuss. If d is greater than 0, what will happen to the graph of this? You should know the graph of this also. Graph, what will happen to the graph? Okay, if a is positive, what will happen to the graph? If a is negative, what will happen to the graph? Okay, all these things we have to discuss, and we also should know how to solve the quadratic equation in a very fast way. Okay, that also we have to discuss. All these things we will be discussing in the next class. Okay, quadratic equation completely we will be discussing in the next class. After that we will be going for binomial theorem, and then we will go for integration. That's it, it's complete. Fine, then I'll wind up now. Let's meet in the next session. Clear? Just revise what we did today. That will be useful for you. Thank you. Mainly revise that maximum minima. Remember the concept. Thank you. Online students, thank you.